Reporter
Thank you
PwC
for
and
listening
the
to
White
the
House press
Nubian
release
Kinetic
that
Spectrum
the president, it
Inc.
appears, has never been
channel.
fired. And we know as a
This is a
senator
brief
formerly
commentary
and as a
about
candidate,
immigrations,
Kamala Harris
and I'm going to have a
has been
brief
there.
comment.
But during the border crisis, she hasn't gone to. These are live pictures, by the way, in Del Rio, Texas. There's still thousands of people on the ground there. Senators Kennedy and Cruz going after Biden and Harris on their handling of the border. Let's watch.
I can't think of a single presidential administration that has broken more plates in its first 9 months. Of all of the president's screw-ups, there's not a single one greater than the crisis at the border.
They insist these problems aren't happening. As long as Joe Biden and Kamala Harris refuse to apply the law, it's going to keep getting worse.
Herchel, more from you.
Well, what's sad here, why are we still going over this? We've been going over the border.
I don't support this commentary, but I do have a brief comment. And Herchel Walker do not, in my mind, do not speak for the black community. He's just another person in black skin using the black community to stand out.
A problem for a long, long time. We've been going over so many of these problems for a long, long time, and no one seemed to be wanting to solve. Everyone put them to the side and let's go to something else. This is a serious, serious problem to this country, and I think we got to get leaders that's going to address it, that's going to stay on it. And I hate to use this phrase here, going to stay on it like a bulldog. You got to stay on this and get it solved. And I think that's when you're going to get answers. And that's what I decided I was going to run because I got sick of it. I got sick of hearing things that I knew was not the truth. I got sick of seeing people that they're getting sad, they're losing faith in this country. And that's
The
because
truth.
guys, let's go back to the basics. The basics are when you get elected into office, do you love this country first? And if you love this country, you're gonna fight for it. Right now,
I love this country, and we have birthrights. Our ancestors were natives here. So, yes, I do believe that ADOS should love this country and fight for this country because this is our ancestral land. This is our country. I don't care how many these modern so-called natives looking like Mediterraneans and Europeans want to blend in and say their ancestry. Their ancestry ain't no different than what they did in Egypt since the Hellenistic period. It's no different than their ancestors, no different than what they did in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia and New Zealand. It's no different. It's the same eugenics, y'all. They is taking our birthrights, our ancestral history, and claiming it as their own. I'm talking about these modern Polynesian-looking Hispanics that is taking over. And don't get mad, just bring out the facts. Bust out with the facts.
there's a problem at the border. So why is the president not down there? Why is the vice president not down there? And we don't want congressmen or senators just to sit and watch them making decisions without talking to the people that got authority.
See, all this
doing the work.
blurs the
And I
line
think that's what we
from the
gotta have
truth.
People doing is getting down there, seeing what's going on.
Herchel Walker breaking it down. There's growing outrage now from Democrats, Herchel, over the treatment of Haitian migrants, and lawmakers are calling out what they're describing is an unequal or uneven racial treatment in the immigration system. Congresswoman Maxine Waters went after President Biden and made
Here we
an
go.
extreme comparison. Watch this.
I'm not just unhappy with the cowboys who were.
I don't support Maxine Waters. She uses blackness to build herself. She the type that try to make it seem like she for the black folks, but she is really whitewashed. She for these big companies. She get, as they say, she make business, transactions and stuff. And her associates and colleagues, they all use big corporate companies to build off of. And I'm tired of these so-called Democrats and some of these elites talking about they speak for the black community. I am very sick of that, and I will be commenting more on people like Miss what's her name, Maxine Waters. People like that. This channel will be, addressing issues of our black politicians not helping us, using us.
running down
The
Haitians.
black community, that
And
is.
using their reins to whip them. I'm happy with the administration.
NAACP is not for the black community, y'all. Do please study it.
What we witnessed was worse than what we witnessed in slavery.
And if I'm wrong,
Cowboys
please comment and bring
with
facts.
their reins again, whipping black people, Haitian, since back hundreds of years. What we witnessed was worse than what we witnessed in slavery. Cowboys with their reins again, whipping black people, Haitians.
I'll add this quickly. The NAACP now is requesting a meeting with President Biden citing the treatment of the Haitian migrants. Herchel, your first thoughts, and then I have a quick follow-up, because we know that this president courted the black community. And he said people who were black who didn't vote for him weren't really black. Remember when he said that?
Yeah, he said that, and they voted for him anyway.
Well, have you noticed that everything got to come down to race? Why we always want to bring everything down to race?
Because race dictates politics, bro.
To the border illegally, and that's one thing that I said early on. We got to first decide whether
Who didn't vote for him weren't really black. Remember
Let's
when he
hear
said
this
that?
again.
Your thoughts?
Y'all, please pay attention to these
Have you
people
noticed
in
that
black
everything
skin
gotta
speaking,
come down to
how they
race?
self speaking for us.
Why we always want to bring everything down to race? What is happening is people are crossing the border. Everything got to come down to race. Why we always want to bring everything down to race? What is happening is people are crossing the border, people coming into the border illegally, and that's one thing that I said early on. We got to first decide whether we want to have border control. There are rules to get into this country, and then I'm gonna get down there and do anything about it. Well, don't start looking at one sound bite and make yourself look good on TV. Why are you not down there, not just for an hour, but for a little bit of time to see what's really going on and not bring race? Let's quit this separation. Until we can bring unity, which is what I want to do, bring unity into this country, we're gonna have these problems. So that's what we want to do, bring unity into this country. We're gonna have these problems. So that's the reason I said elect people that are talking about unity, elect people that's talking about the United States of America. I'm talking about Georgia. Elect people that's talking about representing what you go to office to do. Not just have sound bites, not just to look good, but to go out there and do work.
I want to get to this.
Elect people that's talking about reparations and transformative change and policies. Elect those people. Quit electing people talking about unity, kumbaya, and stuff like that. Okay, we already conditioned. Talk about something that is for the ADOS community first for a change. That's what I support. That's what this channel supports.
What you go to office to do, not
It's in
just
the
have
American
sound
people's
bites, not
hands.
just to look good, but to
I
go
hear
out
what
there and
you're
do
saying.
work.
I want to get to this today, already this morning. Senator Raphael Warnock scoffed when he was asked about former President Trump rallying.
Warnock scoffs.
This weekend in Georgia, you're talking about your state there.
My
that you're running
man.
in. He responded.
JB Smooth up in this mug.
And a little laughter.
A lot of laughter.
Well, I'm glad.
You're talking about your state there that you're running in. He responded to that question with, God bless him, and a little laughter. What's your response?
Well, I'm glad.
He
Well, I'm glad he said.
Because he know he look like JB Smooth. My man's gonna get elected and votes, and he gonna get elected just for looking like JB Smooth up in this mug. Look, my man. I'm voting for him because he look like JB Smooth. I don't care if he Republican or Democrat. Well, he can't be them real messed up Republicans. I ain't voting for that either. I'm not a Trump supporter. But Trump got more balls than Obama. I give him that.
And you will be rallying, the president, the former president, Trump will be with you this Saturday, I believe. One thing that you said just real quick.
Man, Trump with black folks, rallying with black folks, that's gonna be some shit, ain't it? Excuse my language. That's gonna be, man, that's gonna expose a lot of stuff, ain't it?
Across this nation. So when we bring you back.
So come on with it. Support these Republicans if y'all want to.
They're in the center of this, along with the Border
I'm supporting whoever's supporting ADOS for first.
Thank you for being in focus.
Right before a scheduled studio interview with Vice President Kamala Harris. Co-host Sunny Hostin.
I need the two of you to step off for a second.
Okay. And
we're gonna bring you
Sunny
back later.
have to leave.
Yes.
And we'll tell you why.
More information later. It's a tease.
We'll tell you why in a couple of minutes. So shall I introduce the Vice President?
Yes.
Okay. So, Vice President, no. Okay. Shall we dance?
I was outraged by it. It was horrible and deeply troubling. It also evoked images of some of the worst moments of our history where that kind of behavior
Our
is used
history.
against.
Did she say our history?
Yes.
You mean the history from your people in your land, and your daddy people in Jamaican? I understand. What history? What generational history you have here in this country, Miss Harris? Now, people voted for you, but you not ADOS. Oh, I'm doing this.
The indigenous people
messing
of our
up.
country has been used against African Americans during times of slavery.
Oh boy, that's so fake.
I want to go to you. I know
That's
you're
so fake.
Sorry, mostly obviously for your.
I watched every minute of it live. I watched the whole thing unfold because we were all tuning in. It was ahead of my show this afternoon. This happened a couple hours beforehand. And this was she's not giving any other media availabilities, and she's definitely not delivering press conferences anywhere. So we had to watch to see what she was going to say.